This is Mahatma Gandhi, and I'm speaking about practical self-honesty. Firstly, I find that self-honesty is an experience of self-gratefulness and an experience of a starting point for the process, the self-process, to self-realization. Therefore, the starting point of self-honesty, the starting point foundation that is able to be placed as self, is to be honest with self in one's current moment of self-expression. The first question is to ask, who am I in this moment? Who am I here? I suggest to take a piece of paper, write down at the top, who am I in this moment? Now this question entails the following. Firstly, how would I define myself? Meaning, am I emotional? Where in my world am I emotional? Do I have anger? Where in my world do I react in anger? Where do I judge? Where do I compare? Where do I resist? Where do I fear? It is a basic stringing out, unweaving an entire carpet that has been woven, to see what each string of what you are in this moment represents. Because clearly, this that has been woven is not supporting either you or all as one, as equal in this world. So by removing the strings of self-definition of who I am now, you place in words the totality of your experience of yourself in this world at the moment. Removing the strings slowly, placing in words the reflection of yourself in this moment, in the experience in this world. Self-honesty here is of great importance. It supports you in not creating false illusions, alternate dimensional reality shifts in perceptions of knowledge of who you are, so that you are clearly able to see on piece of paper, only for you, who you really are in this moment on earth, in the experience of yourself in this world. That would be the starting point, the foundation of starting the process of self-realization. It starts with self-honesty, finding your allocation point in this world, because it is only from this allocation point that you draw a map of yourself as the world before you, that you see the entirety and totality of who you are, and while you even forgive the shame, the guilt, the regret, the sorrow, or even the anger, or self-judgment. It may not be a pretty picture of words that will be before you once you are done. But know this, that it is from that self-honesty that you're able to walk, because then you see where you are required to forgive and where you are able to correct that forgiveness through practical application in finding a different method of expressing yourself, and thus correcting the inner self so that the inner self and the outer self is expressed as one. The inner awareness as the outer expression, the image and likeness as one. Be honest of your relationships in your world. Where are ties? Where are bindings? Where are limits? Where are bounds? Where have values been placed? Where have worths been placed? Where has emotions and feelings been placed? Everything here before you. It must be a completeness of you before you in this moment. And also realize that this is what you are in this very moment. But it is not who you are. That who you are will be discovered, will be realized. As that which you see now before you, as what you've written down as who you are in the moment, is forgiven and applied correctively. Thank you very much. This is Mahatma Gandhi, and that is the first point of self-honesty as the foundation of yourself to start this process. And be honest. That is the greatest gift you're able to give yourself, is self-honesty. That will support you in this process of self-realization. Thank you.